What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode in my path to power. Before we get started, if you guys are looking to purchase some FIFA Ultimate Team coins for any of the consoles on FIFA 14, make sure to check out FUT Coin Emporium. They're cheap, quick, and reliable. Their link will be in the description down below. So we are getting things started. Still crushing away at that next gen. And guys, I'm actually playing FIFA for fun, even when I make mistakes like that. Now, the big mistake that I made right there was I overestimated Piszczek's strength and underestimated Pato's pace, which allowed essentially for him to run right on by me and not really put up much of a fight. A very, very stupid goal to give up, and my confidence was a bit rattled. Shortly thereafter, he puts Hulk through a nice weighted chip, and I'm down 2-0 in a game that I felt like I was largely in control of. I was hit on 2 counterattacks, and that was the trouble. Now we're 81st minute. This guy was a solid defender, so taking nothing away from him right there. A little bit lucky, but this one's going to skip on through Luis Gustavo. At this point, I'm ultra attacking, and it lays it off to Kevin Prince Boateng, giving me a getting one back for me. So I would have to perform some late game heroics in order to snatch a victory out of this one. However, it was not meant to be, and there were so many chances that I had that I could have finished. I'm tempted to show you guys like replays and some of that stuff at time, because you saw some of those replays there, and it was like, oh, if the luck had just gone my way, if I hadn't made that stupid mistake and, you know, call it a break myself, it would have been oh so very different. But such is footy, and such is FIFA. So let's talk false 9 for a little while. I talked about this briefly at the end, and I had a few people say, Japes, can you do an in my head on the false 9? Because I'm not really getting how I maybe should or shouldn't be playing this formation. I don't think I use the false 9 maybe to its fullest extent. This team that I have isn't actually a stellar false 9 team, because Elia is really just not that good of an attacker. He's quick, and that's nice. And how about that? Oh gosh, what was I doing again? I was having one of those nights on FIFA where I just kept putting my face in my hands, saying, Japes, what are you doing? Well, like, I could have easily laid this back to the keeper, no problem. Bully him out of the way as you do. Where am I going? Why am I going forward when I have an easy pass backwards to retain possession? So massive error. 69th minute, give me some of that dirty talk, and I managed to nick it away from him off of a pretty poor attempt at a pass. All the way out wide to Elia, inside Diego van der Vaart, gonna pick that pass, just the easy one to Diego, but out wide to Alaba, and Alaba is really a must-have for the Bundesliga sides. Now, if you guys remember earlier on in Path to Power, I experimented with Schmelzer, with Marcel Janssen, and Alaba outclasses them ridiculously. I think Alaba might actually be my favorite left back on FIFA. Now, of course, there are going to be those of you guys that say, well, Japes, of course he's going to be your favorite left back on FIFA. You are a Bayern Munich fan, and guess what? Alaba plays for Bayern Munich. Well, the reason I like him so much is because high medium for me is a perfect work rate for an outside back, which Alaba has. He's also very, very pacey, and he's quite strong and big. All things that some of the other top tier-ish left backs will lack from time to time. But he does the job. He's got 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills, and if you want to let a shot fly with him from time to time, he'll put it on target at the least. So that is really why he was expensive, man. I think I paid about 12,000, 14,000 coins, something like that, for a left back is a lot of money of my overall budget to invest in a left back. But because he does such a good job, it is definitely worth it. Now, the player on this team that I'm going to have to change next is without a doubt going to be Elia, and then maybe Farfan. Farfan is not doing the job that I would hope that he would be doing. With how good he is attacking, he's maybe not getting into the places that I would hope that he would be getting into. We're going to head right on into another match. And I was playing loads of matches because, frankly, I've just been enjoying FIFA that, and I'm heading out of town. By the time you guys will be watching this, I'll probably be, well, maybe I'll be traveling while this video is live. So by the time that I touch down, I'll be uploading, hopefully with really sketchy internet, and hopefully all will go well at my parents' place for Thanksgiving here in the States. This guy takes me out in the 11th minute. The slow motion replay, really, really cool at the end of that to see that, oh yeah, I did indeed get clipped. And I gave it to KPB just to get him on the scoring charts, because I felt like if I could get myself in a rhythm with him, I'd be scoring a lot more goals. Now, the reason I use him as a center forward and a false nine, I could go out and try to get like a Mario Götze, Julian Draxler, a player like that is more of a clever player versus and that's not to take away that Boateng's not a clever player, but I'm referring to essentially he's 3-star skills, and that is his strength and size is why I use him. I don't use him for his skill moves. I use him because he's a good passer. He's good in the air. He's got a decent shot. His finishing can be a little bit debatable, and his dribbling's okay. It gets the job done. But his hold-up play with his strength is really what seems to make a big deal for me. And now that I'm starting to learn how to bully people a little bit more on next gen, strength is becoming a bigger and bigger factor. So another penalty kick. We're going to go the same direction. Generally, people don't think that you go the same way twice on penalties during the game. When it becomes the mind game that is the penalties at the end of the match that are deciding, then people will be more inclined to guess the same direction. I know that I do. If you are just playing pure percentages, chances are the person's gonna go the same way they went the first time again in the next 4 penalties. So assuming that you get the chance, you should be able to block at least one of them if you're both making them. Managed to rifle another shot free on goal, and I thought that was gonna be the one that got Elia off to the start, but that was not meant to be. Also, corner kicks, you can see right there, I've changed up my tactic. I used to go straight up, straight down. Now I go all the way to the end line, do 2 bars curling straight out to away from the keeper, and more often than not, I'm now scoring a lot more corners, which is excellent. But that one's going to end at 3-0, so we rebounded nicely. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, a like or thumbs up is always greatly appreciated. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.